Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of all kind, of all time, in my opinion. So we have Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of all time, in my opinion. Today we have a fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. A very much anticipated and waited for fight. I've known Tyson Fury for quite a while, been following him for years before he went on to fight Klitschko. When he fought Klitschko, I knew he had a chance because I knew about boxing and the way he fought. Tyson Fury is a highly skilled boxer. He's not like the normal conventional boxer, textbook boxer you get from what you taught at the boxing clubs. You jab, hands up. He's an unpredictable boxer, like how Ali was. Just say Ali was fluid and Ali was exceptional. But you consider the size of Tyson Fury, his size, he moves exceptionally well. It's quite frightening, and you have to see him up front of the gym to see how fast he moves. Without doubt, he's definitely one of the most talented boxers we've had in his country, and also worldwide as well. Now, for what Tyson's done, beating Klitschko, as well, it does mark, and it does beat anything, in my opinion, to what Deontay Wilder's done. Nevertheless, Deontay Wilder has had all those knockouts, and it is unbeaten, so you have to respect it. There's another thing I respect about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a clean fighter. And what I mean by a clean fighter, he's not dwelled in drugs, he's not dwelled in alcohol excessively. He's an actual role model for boxers in a way where I'm saying you've got to be clean, you fight, you stay clean, you're a winner. And that's what I mean. Whereas Tyson Fury, a fantastic boxer, and I'm sorry for what he went through. He went onto the drugs, but he come out of it, which is an inspiration for a lot of people. But people ask me, who do I want to win the fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? I am a Tyson Fury man. Let me answer this properly, right? I am a Tyson Fury man. I am a boxer. I love boxing. So I'm a Tyson Fury man. But I'm not a drug man. I don't like drugs. I don't like drinking. I suffered it with an ex-wife of mine who was Irish, who went on drugs and drink, and it ruined my life of a marriage. So, a person who is clean, I am more for. And a person who's a skilled boxer, I'm also more for. But I also don't like bullies. I just think Tyson Fury is bullying Deontay Wilder, and I feel sorry for him. I shouldn't feel sorry for him, but I feel sorry for the man. And I would like Deontay Wilder to retain his title. But at the same time, I would like Tyson Fury to win, because no one's done what he's done. Gone to drugs, to drink, and put on that much weight. And I'm going for a problem with my weight since my car accident, where I struck 85 miles an hour head on, and I've got a weight problem, and also depression. I've been suffering depression through my marriage, divorce, through problems with my children, and problems with my present partner from taking her on. She had trauma, I had to help her, and it really caused me a lot of depression. Losing my mum to cancer last year, and also problems with my brothers, not getting on the family, not feeling loved. It's made me seriously depressed. So I do feel for Tyson Fury and what he's gone through. But what I don't like is him calling Deontay Wilder a champion a dosser. I don't like it, so I'm calling someone a dosser. It's the same way when Mayweather was fighting Oscar De La Hoya, and a lot of verbal stuff come out. But it's not so much that you can call him a dosser, that is bad, but you override that. It's when he said, go and fuck your mother, that just turned me off my partner. When he said, go and fuck your mother, that just turned me clean off. And for that, combined with me wanting a man who's clean on the sport, who's not into drugs, not into alcohol, a role model who boxes and say, you stay clean, you win. You stay clean, you win. That's a good ambassador for boxing to carry on. Whereas if Tyson Fury wins, he will say, well, you can go on drugs, you can be a champion, you can go on drugs, you can come back on, and you can smash a champion, and it's a bad thing. If you think about it properly, Yes, he's an ambassador for people who go on drugs and come out of it and come into boxing. But think of the other negative side of it. What Tyson Fury's done, it means that I can go on drugs and I can come back out after having a lot of drugs and I can come back and I can smash a good champion who's been clean all his life and not on drugs. If you see what that can do, it means people will try and do it thinking Tyson Fury can do it, and they won't have, most people won't have the strength Tyson Fury's got and will end up dead. And that's what I mean. Just give me a comment and see what your feelings about that is. Right, I'm going to tell you where Tyson Fury, to me, where no fighter is beating him. Boxing. Movement, boxing science. Boxing science, Tyson Fury, he's very hard to beat. You talk about a man with a big punch that can KO someone. Remember George Foreman had a big punch that can KO everyone. He took Frazier off the floor, destroyed Norton in minutes, took out everyone. Yet when he faced Muhammad Ali, who was way past his prime, Ali beat Foreman with boxing science, boxing technique, and also got into Foreman's head as well. So this is what Fury does. You remind me of Muhammad Ali in a way. He uses the gift of the gab in the mouth. No one beats him with the gift of the gab. He gets inside your head, and when Tyson Fury gets in the ring, he can fight. Now you may look at the Klitschko fight, and many people say, "Oh, it was Klitschko's fight to give away." No, Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko. I've seen and met Vladimir Klitschko, but I haven't been to the gym with him. But I'll tell you something, Vladimir Klitschko is a legend of a fighter. People say, oh, Vladimir Klitschko's boring, he still stands there and he uses tactics. Vladimir Klitschko is a winner, and he held the belt for years, 9 to 10 years unbeaten. So for Tyson Fury to come and do what he done, and the way he done it, was incredible. And I'm going to tell you why it was incredible. People say that Vladimir Klitschko should have let his hands go. Now, if you know boxing as well as I'm born in 61, do you remember the big puncher, Cleveland Williams? Muhammad Ali fought Cleveland Williams. Cleveland Williams are a knockout artist. I mean, had about over 60-something fights and over 50 knockouts. You're talking about a man that could knock you out with either hand with one punch. Well, Muhammad Ali fought him. You go on YouTube and click in the fight, Muhammad Ali versus Cleveland Williams, and watch the way Muhammad Ali moved. You watch Cleveland Williams, he couldn't even throw a single punch because he had nothing to hit. Well, Tyson Fury did the same thing to Vladimir Klitschko. You see the movement. I couldn't believe it. Even I was shocked by the speed of Tyson Fury. The feints, the movement. I think he threw Klitschko completely off and doped him. He doped him with movements. Well, this is what Deontay Wilder's got to watch out for. Deontay Wilder's never faced a fighter like Tyson Fury. This is why I say I wish Tyson Fury never done drugs and he's just personality was a bit better, not so insulting. But then again, you look at that, he sells tickets with his personality. He's hard, you see. Tyson Fury sells tickets with his personality. Just how he is, he sells tickets. Okay, so to tell the truth, right, the best man to win, the best man in this fight for me to win. But I'm a boxer, so I love boxing. Tyson Fury is a better boxer to me. The better boxer is Tyson Fury, but Deontay Wilder can box too. He's hidden. He can box. You watch the Brown Bomber. You watch how he sizes men up, and he can box. Everything he does, like power and punches. He can hook as well. And when the right hand hits you, you're gone, and he can finish you off. But then again, he hasn't met a boxer like Tyson Fury with that popping jab. It's not hard. Ali's jab wasn't hard, but Ali beat his opponents. Tyson Fury is the sort of boxer who can drown you. He take you into deep waters and just drown you. The big test for Tyson Fury is to see how he is after layoff on the drugs, how it's affected him. This is really going to interest me, and see how he comes back after the drugs and how he copes with it. Also, it will interest me to see how he copes taking a right hand from Deontay Wilder, from a big puncher, how he gets up. So does Steve Cunningham fight, he got from that, but he's a bigger puncher in Deontay Wilder. So I want to see how Deontay Wilder also deal with a boxer of that height and that skill. How he's going to deal with Tyson Fury over 11 to 12 rounds, popping your face, popping it, moving around, slipping, covering up, bam, 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 bam. Strength, using the war of attrition, and then using his heart. Tyson Fury, has a lot to fight for. Deontay Wilder has even more to fight for. The reason being, he's a world champion and he's not even recognised in his own country, which is not. It's so. It's very sad. It makes me feel sad for a fighter, and I feel sorry for him. And I'm a sort of person who feels sad for underdog people who are underdogs and people who bully you, and I can cry for him. And I would like Deontay Wilder to win. Honestly, some people say, "Oh, you're going for him because of his skin colour." I am not racist in a slight bit. My partner is white anyway, and I'm just telling you, for the boxing, I told you about Tyson Fury. What I would love to both fights to be winners in there, but I just feel sorry for Deontay Wilder to have that many fights and not even being recognised, and for someone to come to your country and to ask people who knows Deontay Wilder, who's done Deontay, and no one knows him. I feel sad for him, so I want him to win. I just feel sad for him. Tyson Fury's been there, Deontay Wilder hasn't, with respect to people's recognition of him. So I want it to be a good fight, and the main thing for Tyson Fury, I want him to have a good fight, and even if Tyson Fury was to lose, which I doubt, he's a very hard fighter to beat, then just the best man wins. So anyhow, boxing is one of the hardest games there is, man. Believe me, tough training, and what Fury has done to come off the drugs and to get back into the swing of things, it's very tough. Diet, everything. I'm here to start my diet again. I had bad news. My partner, we had our second child, and she had a miscarriage. Make a video about that. We'll first put the video on where we found out she's pregnant. We'll put the video on after when she lost the baby. So we lost our baby. So never mind, it's the second miscarriage we've had. But we've had a lovely boy out already, so things happen in life for a reason. And like I said, you've got to make sacrifices. I like what Tyson's done, the weight. Taking that weight off, got him in fantastic shape. All I want Tyson Fury to do is to stay straight, don't fall off track again, and then you can be a brilliant fighter. But I just want Deontay Wilder to win, to have something. I want that man to win. I just feel sorry for him. He's got a daughter that's not well, and the man works so hard, and people don't like him. And I just feel sorry for him. I'd like Deontay Wilder to win. I'm just telling you how I am, honestly. People say, "Well, you're British, you support a British fighter." It's not about supporting a British fighter. I love boxing. I'm a British fighter, but when Muhammad Ali was there, I'm a Muhammad Ali person. I'm a Sugar Ray Leonard person. I'm a Marvin Hagler. That's how I am. I go for boxing. I don't care about race or skin or nothing. I'm for fighters. And that's how it is. So anyhow, like I say, sacrifices. My diet will be starting on Monday. I had a lot of mishaps, and I ate you know, the box of chocolate fingers. I ate 3 packets of chocolate fingers. When I found out I lost a baby, I was so depressed. It really got me. So depression hitting, but you got to get yourself up again, and you got to drink moringa leaf. This is moringa leaf. This is the most disgusting drink on the planet, and it eats fat off. It's got a load of nutrients. You go and get moringa leaf, put it in your blender, and blend it and drink. It's disgusting. Oh, disgusting. Google up moringa leaf. Google up this stuff. So this fight, Deontay Wilder must not allow Tyson Fury to have control. And when I say have control, he mustn't allow Tyson Fury the time, the space to box him. If Deontay Wilder allows this, Tyson Fury is going to win the fight. Well, 12 rounds, he's going to make paper mache out of Deontay Wilder's face with the punches, patter boxing, smashed into pieces. Deontay Wilder has to force the fight from the bell one to have any chance of winning. And he has to land that right hand. He has to hurt Fury. Fury is a very strong man, has very strong will and very experienced. So this is one of Deontay Wilder's toughest fights, which I'm sure he'll train for. So speed is the essence. Deontay Wilder's speed, his athleticism is what may take him. But if he takes a punch off Tyson Fury, like he did off Victor Ortiz, and Tyson Fury's got you in that whirlwind of a tornado, it's all over. Why is the food that tastes absolutely revolting good for you, and food like sweets and cakes bad for you? Why is it that way? Why can't it be sweets and chocolates that you eat good for you, and this nasty stuff bad for you? That's the way life is. You've got to sacrifice. Sometimes you can sacrifice your life and still have nothing. Like I had three children in my last wife, sacrificed my life helping her, and I have nothing. But I didn't give up. I met a partner I'm with now. She had problems. A young girl, from 8 to 10, where she was raped, and I had a lot of psychological problems the way she was brought up. And I took her on, gave my life for her, and I have something. So it proves you can always gain. You got a lovely boy, and hopefully we can have a lovely family. So you can always put your life in something and gain. And it's not always the end of the world. And people ask me if I do regret doing it. But I look back, at least I've got 3 children and they're doing well. There's 4 grandchildren. I see only one of them. And I see one of my children, 2 of my sons I don't talk to because the way things went. And they've done things in their life which I can't put on it, will ruin them, it will ruin their relationship. So life goes in a certain way. You can't control the way things are. You don't own your children or nothing. All you can do is you bring them up the best way you can. Just saying, if they had my life, they would never survive. My ex-wife, my children would never survive with someone like that. Not possible. If they knew what I went through, they would never survive. My family knew what I went through, they would never survive. My brothers, Tyson, Steve, they saw my life, how I was in the house. My ex-wife dealt with drugs. As I know what Tyson Fury had been through, deal with drugs, and they had to do with glue sniffing, lighter gas inhalation. My ex-wife, lighter gas inhalation with the girl pregnant in her. I had to deal with all that, get her off all that, and see all the tempers, the bad tempers of her. You do not deal with it. Alcohol, drugs is so powerful, and I got her off it. But during that relationship, you're not domesticated, and the drink was still there. The drink could not deal with it at all. The mark is there. Once you meet a person who's that way inclined, just don't get involved with it. Stay clean. Stay clean away. Oh, it's disgusting. Got to have water after it. It's so horrible. Oh man. Oh, Moringa leaf. May the best man win. May the best man win tonight. Wish them both best of good luck.